Hey, this is Jake with High Point Auction Company. Just driving on the road here, middle of summer, noticing a lot of folks that haven't had anybody spray, or they haven't taken the time to spray some of their farm fields. Just want to let you know that if you're leasing out ground, or even if you own it, this is one of the first years we've had a lot of preventative plant. About 30% of our ground up in the Midwest, upper Midwest, Minnesota, southern Minnesota is where I am right now, hadn't been planted because of the early late spring that we had, with a lot of moisture, a lot of rain coming down. So a lot of those fields didn't get planted. They took preventative plant insurance on them, and they're vacant for the year. But just wanted to remind you, like I said, if you're leasing ground or you own ground, you're watching over it, managing it. You want to make sure those weeds get sprayed and get taken care of. If you don't, sorry, I'm just driving on the road here trying to change lanes. If you don't have somebody spray those, or you don't spray them yourself, then you're going to have a lot of invasive weed problems. You're going to have a lot of issues where that stuff is going to be a lot of work in the spring or the fall, and you got to get it busted up and get all that invasive weed bed knocked back down, just like you're taking it back out of CRP or whatever it may have been. But you just want to make sure that stuff gets sprayed. Make sure to keep it clean for next year, so it doesn't take a bunch of your time and effort, somebody having to come in and do a bunch of work while during the harvest or during the planting season for early next year, to keep those fields clean. And if you've got to throw some oats or something in there, some kind of cover crop, to do that. Some counties in areas make you do that, but some of those areas up in the southern Minnesota, up in the Midwest, don't allow that, or you don't need to do that. So people are just letting their weeds grow in, and that's going to do for a lot more work. So if you see it, or if it's on a piece of ground that you're running, just make sure you get out there and get her sprayed. And if you ever hear anybody looking to have an auction, just keep us in mind. Jake with High Point Auction Company. Thanks.